Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trinity, and if you are new here, welcome. I do lifestyle and spirituality content, and if that interests you, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. But if you're not new here, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm finally doing a Q&A and just overall guide on how I started my clothing brand. It has been out for almost exactly a month now, and I think that I've got a good amount of things that I would like to say about starting a clothing brand, and I think that it'll be really helpful to y'all because learning from other people's mistakes and even like my successes, I think it'll be super helpful. So I'm not really gonna dwell that much on the intro. Let's just get into it. So the first thing that I really wanted to talk about is how did I get the name for my clothing brand? This was a question that a lot of people asked me. They were asking about the name and the idea. So the name Brown Girl the Brand stems from my poetry book called Brown Girl Almighty. It is not out yet, so don't open a new tab to go to Google. It's not out yet. So my book is a collection of poetry. I wrote it when I was 16, my junior year in high school, and I have been pitching it to publishers, book publishers, things like that. I was doing it really heavily when I was like a freshman in college, but I kind of slowed down and just was focusing on other things like YouTube and stuff like that. And I knew that the publication of Brown Girl Almighty would come soon, but you know, just I'm gonna be patient for now. And so when it comes to the idea for the clothing brand, if you've been watching my videos, I have a friend, her name is AB. She just thought everything that I had to say was dope as fuck. And she is honestly the one who even gave me the idea for Brown Girl Almighty being more than just a book. Me and her were working together because I wanted her to be my graphic designer originally, but the designs that I wanted were very ethereal, and AB wasn't sure if she could do that. So in comes Corey. Corey just so happened to be a graphic design artist. These designs turned out a lot better than what I expected they would. And I think the way that I easily found my team was because I just attract those types of people. Because I know y'all are probably questioning like, well, how am I to find like a dope ass graphic design artist or like, you know, somebody who really supports me in my dreams and shit like that. You are what you attract. So it's very important for you to, even if you do like put out like a call like looking for these types of people, just be very intentional with what it is that you want to do. Be okay with telling people no. Like when me and AB started working together with the designs and they weren't coming out like how I wanted them to, and she was also supposed to be the graphic design artist for the book Brown Girl Almighty, I was just like, I'm sorry, shawty, like this ain't what I'm looking for. And she was like, okay, that's fine, like your shit gonna look dope regardless. So you know, it's very important to have those types of people around you, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, that's how the idea came about. Brown Girl the brand is soon to be way more than just 2 t-shirts and some sticker packs. It's gonna be super dope. So now I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys had for me. Was there anyone that was opposed to you in your dreams? There's always going to be somebody that's not fucking with me, and that's that. I think that my willpower for creating Brown Girl the brand was so much stronger because I've been doing YouTube for 6+ years. I used to watch like other girls who started their channels way quicker, way less time than me. So like a few months they started their shit and it blew up, and I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? I've already had to have mad patience when it comes to just the level of fame that I've reached already. Yeah, there's always going to be somebody that's opposed to you. And honestly, even when it comes to family members, like some of the closest members of my family, like they didn't really care for what I was doing until they started to see the money rolling in. Like even still, like people still ask me about like, how's the money in your brand look? And I don't like it when people ask me that because I'm like, I just don't like, for one, I don't want people pocket watching it, and it's just like, why is that all you care about? Like, why is that the only thing you ask me when you ask about the brand? So you just use discernment when it comes to people like that, and really just get a good head on your shoulders. Like if you believe in it, it shouldn't matter what anybody else believes in it. What is the goal when it comes to your business? I really just want people to explore themselves and their possibilities, and to like really like tap in and like acknowledge areas of our lives where these quotes apply. So for one, let me start with what I was saying at first. Like explore their identity. When I say that, people hear brown girl the brand, and men are less likely to shop with me because they hear brown girl and it's like, oh, okay. Or people hear brown and they're like, okay, well, I'm not a person of color, like that doesn't apply to me. Even though you might not be brown or girl, like you can still like resonate with the shirts. That's why I've made it very clear these shirts are unisex. Like I don't really like look at an item of clothing and think gender, but I know other people do, but I want to change the narrative when it comes to that. So that is one of my main goals when it comes to brown girl. Like it's not just for women, it's not just for brown people. It's very inclusive. That's why like I also wanted, when I was selling the shirts, like I was really hoping to get like pictures of like y'all in them, like the people who have already bought and had the shirts delivered. I was really hopeful to get pictures of y'all because I really want to make the Instagram like a lot more diverse than what it is right now. So hopefully y'all will have some pictures soon, or I can just like I guess I could just like email y'all asking for y'all to take pictures of them or whatever. But yeah, it's inclusive. It's inspirational as fuck too, because like I'm gonna talk about the quotes a little later on, but this one says, here I have cried you a river to drown in. And this one says, I will no longer cut myself in half to make another feel whole. This is the back. Oh, the back says, the stereotypical image of a heart comes from two anatomical human hearts being stitched together. I'll explain the meaning of that a little later on. Or should I do it now?
12 seconds later.
I'll just do it right now. The first shirt, this one, the river shirt, is basically the design on it. It is a sunset, and the sun itself is actually an eye, and the eye is crying itself a river. And on the back, it's just another depiction of that same design. Me and Corey wanted to be incredibly intentional with the graphics for the shirts because why not? Like I wanted to embody the quote itself to the best of its ability, and she truly delivered. I really fuck with these designs. I remember when I first got them, I was just like completely floored. But yeah, so this quote itself, I wrote this about my ex-girlfriend, or was she even my girlfriend, or was she just a girl that played with my heart for a few months? Probably the second one. But I wrote it about that time period, and I think we all can relate to heartbreak. It ain't even got to be romantic. It could be a friendship heartbreak. And then for the blue design, the heart t-shirt, it actually comes from a poem of mine, which is a much longer poem. So its depiction is of two hands that are either pulling the heart apart or have just mended it back together. I wanted to leave that up for your personal interpretation. And yeah, basically the stereotypical image of a heart, like the emoji, the one that looks like this, there's theories as to where it comes from. No one knows for sure, but one of the theories is that two anatomical human hearts, like the ones in our chest, scientists, doctors, artists, I don't know, took two of them and stitched them together, and it made this shape, and that's where it comes from. So in the poem, it talks about how like I will no longer cut myself in half to make another feel whole. Like, why should I give all of myself to someone who isn't reciprocating that energy? And not even that, but it's like, I would like to keep my heart in my chest, and it's like, you should want to do that too. So maybe if we both do that on our own and then come together and we have this companionship, it'll be a lot better and a lot healthier. And yeah, that's the ideal kind of relationship that we would like to see. But let's get into the next question. How to be your own supporter. I would say that's easy, but I feel like it's a lot easier for me because I've been my own supporter for so long. And I've always had this very deep knowing that I was going to be somebody and I would have a lot of credentials behind my name. So it really just comes from you just knowing that you are completely capable, no matter what anybody says now or has told you in the past. That's it. It's as simple as that. And it's honestly up to your own personal belief and decision making on whether or not you can make some shit like this happen. Because honestly, we create our own reality. So it's like, you would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't believe in yourself. So you might as well go ahead and believe in yourself. That's it. And it's like, once you truly start to believe in yourself and embody that, that's when you attract people who believe in you as well and will help you make your shit come true. Like, that's it. Like, be your own supporter, because if you ain't supporting yourself, why would anybody else? When did you know it was the right time? I was very sure about starting this process when it started, back in February. So I didn't really like struggle with the time. I think the thing that I struggled with the most was deciding on the date to launch, because to an extent I did feel a little rushed. Because I had wanted to have it out in like July at the latest. And my t-shirt person, like, he kept saying, like, I want to make sure you get the first shipment of shirts in and you like them and everything's good, and then we can go ahead and do the second shipment. But it ended up taking a lot longer than I expected, which was irritating, because I already knew, like, my intuition told me, you're going to love these shirts, because these are the shirts that came in first. My intuition was already like, you're going to love these shirts. Yeah, it ended up getting pushed back a lot later, and when I actually launched, I was very much in between houses. I could go back to my mom's house and stay there, but I didn't really want to conduct the launch out of there because it wasn't enough space, and like, I just didn't feel like that was the best place for me to do it. I also was hella nervous when it came to like taking off the password on August 14th at 11:11 a.m. I don't know, I just felt very anxious. I didn't know how shit was gonna go, and it was making me really nervous. Yeah, that was the main aspect about it when it came to the timing. There's never gonna be like a perfect time. Like, just do it. Like, that's it. What is your spiritual goal with Brown Girl, and how did you overcome doubt / your ego? I think my ego affected me most when it came to like actually putting out the money for like everything. So like, I have a website designer. I have the website designer and the t-shirt company were the main things that caused me a lot of anxiety because it was so expensive. And honestly, when it came to, I just knew Brown Girl was going to sell out on the first day. I just knew it was, because I was like, I have a great audience. Like, the freaking Instagram account has over 3,000 followers, and it has really good engagement. Like, it was just a lot of factors that just had me convinced that I was gonna sell out on the first day. And how much did I do in sales? I think I did about like 2,000 in sales on the first day. And like, I was hella grateful, but I am not going to lie to y'all when I say that I was disappointed. Like, I was crying a lot because I did not understand why my manifestations did not come into fruition. Like, I was very upset. Like, and that was the main thing too, like with my ego, like panicking, because it's like, well, you owe these people money. So it's like, honestly, like when it came to me making money from Brown Girl, like at one point I was honestly getting annoyed with Shopify. Like, Shopify, what was it doing? Payout is when Shopify automatically distributes the money into your business bank account. And so it's not just sitting in Shopify. Like, I wanted it to just stay in Shopify until I could figure out what to do with the money. But it started to like deposit into my bank account, and it was irritating me because I honestly felt like that money wasn't even my own. Like, I'm like, well, if I owe my t-shirt guy $2,000 and some change, if I owe my website designer $1,300, this isn't even my money, so why is it going into my account? Like, that shit was so irritating. And I had to talk to my tarot reader because he had like a degree in marketing, and he was like, no, like, this is your money. Like, you need to pay yourself before anybody else. But it's just like, you know, immense pressure, like student loan niggas be calling your phone and emailing you all the time. It was like that. Like, I just felt a lot of pressure, and I honestly just felt like the money wasn't even mine. So it's like, what am I supposed to do with it? Like, I can't do anything with this because it's not mine. And I just knew I was going to sell out. And I was also calculating how much I would have made had I sold out. And I was really looking forward to being able to get into my new apartment, because I knew that after Brown Girl sold out, like, I would have had enough money on like record to get approved for a new space. And I was disappointed when it didn't. And like, at this point, whenever I kind of like get like a bill from Shopify, I don't even really be looking at what they charging me for. I just be like, bro, just fucking pay it. Like, it's just irritating sometimes, because it's just like, I think that was another reason why I wanted to escape America. Right now I'm in Panama. That was another reason, because I'm just like, bro, I just fucking feel like every time I turn around, I just owe somebody something. Like, I just owe money to the government. I just owe money to these people over here and that person over there. And it was just so irritating. So I left, and I was like, bro, I can't like think about this shit right now. Because it was like, even with me thinking about like the money that I was making and I owed like my website designer and my t-shirt guy, I was thinking about I had to pay taxes. So I'm like, well, shit, like, now none of this money really is mine. But y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. That's where my ego came to play the most. Next thing you guys really wanted to know about a lot was how to find manufacturers. Now, this took me a few months. I tried to do Alibaba, but it looks so damn confusing. Like, I don't understand why it looked like that. Like, you would think they make so much money they can update the app and make it more like legible, or I don't know. But I didn't find my manufacturer through Alibaba. My mom actually helped me find it. I work with a company called Halo, and my guy who helps me with my t-shirts, I'll leave his information in the description box down below. He helped me with my brand, and if you go to him, tell him I sent you, because yeah, just tell him I sent you. He kind of like did everything himself. Like, I kind of just sent him the pictures of how I wanted my clothing to look, and the brand of t-shirt. Now, a lot of people ask me that as well. My t-shirts are Shaka Wear. They are 7.5. They're heavyweight streetwear t-shirts. I made it very clear that that was what I wanted, because I was not finna play with y'all and give y'all like gilded. Another thing, when it comes to looking for a vendor, I went through some vendors beforehand that got me my designs on a shirt, and they were not quality. I went to some place called KTATL in Atlanta. It was really cool seeing my stuff on a shirt for the first time, or hoodies, but the quality of it wasn't good, and the vibrancy of it wasn't good. I don't want to keep going to people who might know what they're doing. Like, I'd rather go to somebody who's in business and actually does doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I want that shit to come out
exactly right the first time. You know, like the time that it takes y'all to do things, I want to make sure that when I get it, I'll trust that it's exactly what I want. We just made it to the print shop that I am trying to work with, so I can get some direct to garment samples for my brand, and let's do the damn thing. And then this is the back.
Okay, and what's that for? Direct to garment as well?
Direct to garment, yeah.
Okay.
I want, yeah, same thing.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Since we're at like 2 tote bags, because one for that design and one for that design.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So that's exactly how you're gonna put it on here. Okay. All right, so this is actually perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and ring you up.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited, y'all. Like, oh.
4 to 6 weeks later.
So boom, only because what you had asked for was like out of stock, like the color wise. So I'm gonna just go over the color wise. Yeah. No, you're fine. We kind of had to figure it out for ourselves too. So I think he said this is supposed to go on the back.
That's the front. That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah. This is correct, but I think it's this one that's probably incorrect.
Is that the back? Yeah, it's supposed to be the other way around.
That's supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, yo, so what you want to do with the messed up one? This is the one that's messed up, right? It's the fact that it's not like vibrant. Like, it looks like it doesn't look.
It kind of gives me like a vintage feel. Like, you know how like vintage tees? Alright, then.
It's just not vibrant enough. I need the vibrancy. I need the shit to be vibrant. I really recommend that I do direct to garment. You think it's great? What about for this one? Like for the bags, it's not a problem.
Proceed with caution when it comes to doing stuff like that, because it can be very much a hit or miss, and that's just something you're gonna have to accept. Oh, also that's another thing. After I sell out of these shirts, these are like one of ones. So like every drop is gonna be something different, whether it's in a different colorway. I also have new graphic designs coming for other quotes of mine. So these are one of one, and there's only like probably like less than 100 of each shirt left. So yeah, so I would recommend you buy it, because when you buy it, like that's it. Like these are gone, they're gone. Like that's it. And I think it'll be really nostalgic for people to be like, yeah, I got the first drop of her shit. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because I do want to explore more with different colorways, different like items as well. Y'all were asking me about the tote bags. The tote bags are coming. The tote bags that my guy at Halo had, I did not like the quality of them, and I was like, nope, intention. Somebody asked, what did you have to learn and research to do this? A lot of trial and error. I honestly had a lot of people that knew how to do things, so I kind of just paid them to do it for me. So like I had a website designer. I didn't really have to touch the website. I have a clothing manufacturer. I don't need to learn how to screen print. One thing that I would recommend you learn about, though, is marketing. Because, like I said, I thought I was enough of an influencer. And, yeah. So, I would recommend you learn about marketing. And don't spend so much money on a website designer. Really don't. It's not worth it. Like, I would really recommend, like, you just either figure it out yourself, or like go with somebody off of like, do they do that on Fiverr? I don't know where they do that, but my friend RA, she has a website designer, and she's paying like $500. So that's a really great price to me. Some advice: the most you should spend, what besides like, you know, getting your items or whatever, the most you should spend is on quality photos, good looking models. A good like studio space. You ain't gotta shoot it in a studio. You can do it outside if you want, but like a good space. Spend the most money on marketing photos. That right there is gonna make your shit look nice, because my pictures look great. I love the content we shot for Brown Girl. I love where we shot it at. I love the people that I had in it. Like it really all worked out amazingly. My shit did really good on Twitter too. So yeah, spend the most on fucking photos, because Jesus Christ, everything is so damn expensive. Ugh. A lot of people wanted to know how I manage my time. Somebody said, how much time do you spend on your brand? P.S. I really love your podcast. Thank you so much. I make sure that I work the way that's best for me, that my human design chart tells me. So the way that works best for me is like I put in an hour or so into working, and then I go do something leisure, and then I might come back and put an hour or so into working some more, and then I'm done for the day. So on certain days I have certain things, like today was YouTube. I spent most of my day like uploading this video that I'm trying to make hurry up and filming this. I think that was really it. I wrote a little poetry, but that was really it. I was just chilling. So each day, like I'll have like a specific area that I want to work on, because y'all know I do a lot of different stuff. I started an OnlyFans, so it's like now I got to keep that up. So I've got YouTube, I've got just social media in general. I don't really care about social media though, to be honest. Like I really just get on there when I get on there, and I post what I post, but we're still gonna say that. So YouTube, OnlyFans, social media, podcasts, Brown Girl. I'm pretty sure I got some other stuff I'm not thinking about right now. Just filming. Just filming takes up a lot of time too. So I really like pick certain days to do certain things. So that's what works best for me. And if you have a lot of you know, things on your plate like me, I would recommend you do that as well. But if not, like really look into your human design chart and look at what it says your best learning style is, because yours might not be like mine. So keep that into consideration. I wanted to talk about how I priced my items. My intuition was just like 65. That's it. That's the reason that my shirts are 65. The reason that my shirts are more expensive, because I shouldn't just say like that's it, my intuition. My intuition told me that for a reason. And the reason is I wrote Brown Girl Almighty when I was 16. This is a project I have been working on for 5+ years. A lot of time, energy, effort, and just love went into this, and my intentions were dead ass. Like I was like, I am not like steering away from what it is that I really want to do with this brand. I searched for a long time for quality t-shirts. These weren't even the first shirts that I wanted. The first shirts that I wanted were the same brand, but they were like a different type, and they didn't have that in stock. So I ended up having to pay more to get these quality t-shirts because these costed more, and I didn't care. I was like, nope, because when I start a clothing brand, like I want my shit to be quality. I went with the people that did my screen printing because I trusted them the most. My mom had worked with them. And I do think that they probably charged me more than what I would have got charged had I done Alibaba. And yeah, like I just put hella intention, hella effort and energy and money into my brand. And that's the reason the shirts are 65. You can do shop pay on my site. You can pay with PayPal on my site. Like there are coupon codes hidden on social media. So it's like people complaining about it. I don't like, okay, like you're not my customer. You're not my target audience. I'm not finna sit here and like worry about the price anymore, because that's what I did. I did that for a long time. It was annoying because my shit kept going viral on Twitter, and it would be like 91% of my shop like engagement was coming from different platforms, but I was like, why are people not buying? Like I can see people are putting things in their cart and then they're leaving. I just didn't understand it, but my tarot reader had to explain like maybe they're just not, that your Twitter might not be where your target audience is. You already have a target audience. People who have bought your shirts are your target audience. So understand that. Understand like who those people are, what they like about your brand, like their demographic, and how to appeal to them more, because that'll help you in the long run. I really hope that you guys can take something away from this video. Please let me know if you do. I would like to hear it, and let me know if you have a brand. Let me know if you bought something from my brand. I would really love to see pictures of y'all, so please send me pictures when you can. Also, I was surprised because like on the thank you cards I was like, you can win a giveaway. Wait, right? I might have wrote that. I was supposed to write that. But yeah, like I wanted to see pictures of y'all in the clothing because like y'all could win like a giveaway. Like I really want to do a giveaway. So yeah, definitely look into that. Follow my brand on Instagram. And yeah, check me out on my website. I'll put it link in the description box down below. I really hope this video helped you guys out. I hope you learned something. I hope you took away something. Sorry for the noise in the background. I hope it wasn't too crazy. But other than that, that's it. Comment, like, subscribe, same as always. And you guys will see me in the next video.